Now it's time to meet the starters for the Bridgewater College Eagles, entering today's game at 0-2 overall. On offense, at right tackle, senior number 64, Gabe Osei. At guard, senior number 52, Porter Morrell. At center, junior number 71, Jack Morningstar. Sophomore, guard number 75, Anthony Morozic. Left tackle, sophomore number 72, Grayson Huffman. Tight end, junior number 85, Charlie Batberg. Wide receiver, senior number 5, Ian Brown. Wide receiver, junior number 11, Tate Leach. Wide receiver, senior number 14, Evan Welsh. Running back, senior number 1, Brendan Robinson. Quarterback, junior number 9, Jayceer Bateman. Here's how the Eagles line up on defense. At end, senior number 51, Kyle Beard. At tackle, senior number 99, Andrew Brown. At tackle, sophomore number 55, Wyatt Singletary. At end, senior number 8, Sherman Green. At linebacker, senior number 41, Aaron Nice. At linebacker, junior number 2, Oscar Whitley. Linebacker, senior number 1, Elijah Troy. Cornerback, junior number 4, Ty Johnson. Cornerback, senior number 3, Dominic Pettis. At safety, junior number 0, Jordan Harper. And safety, senior number 5, Amari Presley. The specialist, the kicker is junior number 46, Augustin Miguel. The punter is junior number 19, Aiden Grief. The long snapper is sophomore number 48, Joe Flynn. The holder is junior number 19, Aiden Grief. The kick returner is senior number 1, Brendan Robinson. And the punt returner is junior number 11, Tate Leach. And entering his 5th season as the head coach of the Bridgewater Eagles is Scott Lamb. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps as we honor our freedoms and those who serve us at home and abroad with the playing of our national anthem by the Bridgewater College Screaming Eagles Marching Band. Please welcome the Yellow Jackets from Randolph-Macon College.
Test. Okay. Good afternoon and welcome to Jobson Field at Bridgewater College, where today the Eagles are going to host Randolph-Macon College. I'm Steve Cox along with Brock Zorn. We'll bring you all the action today here from Jobson Field, and it's a big game for the Eagles, Brock, because 0-2 starts, you certainly don't want to go 0-3, but it's a tough task today playing the favorite in the conference.
That's right, Steve. I mean, you look at this Bridgewater schedule so far, they've had some tough games. Stevenson's not an easy opponent. They played here at home, but it was a close one. Then they go on the road and play Susquehanna, and that one turned kind of ugly in the second half. But they're a ranked team. They're really good. So if you're thinking as the Eagles, you come into this game, you played some tough games. This one's just as tough, but you're really testing your grit on early.
That's for sure, and today they're playing a Macon team coming off a loss, so you know they're probably not in a good mood, but they went out to Central Iowa and lost to a really good football team 10-0, had some turnover issues in that game, and it was the first time Macon had been shut out in 17 years, so you know they're coming in here today. They're going to be ready to play, so the Eagles got to be ready to step up and match their intensity.
That's right, and you know, this Macon team has kind of played the same the whole time I've watched them, the 4 years I've been here. You know, a ground and pound team all the way through. You know what they're going to do. They like to run the rock. They don't really worry so much about the flash of the pass. They keep one thing going, and that's what they play to.
Yeah, they don't try to trick you most Saturdays. They line up, and they just want to see who's most physical, and they tend to win those battles. Just had the coin toss, and Randolph-Macon won the toss. They deferred to the second half, so Bridgewater will get the football first, and it'll be a good opportunity to establish the offense and maybe take an early lead. And one thing I'm sure they want to try to do is run the football, and that's something they've had trouble doing the first couple weeks of the season.
That's right. We talked about before the game, the past couple of years for the Eagles, the running game has really come alive. Brandon Robinson, the junior, has been really carrying the load. But so far this year, the run game really has been stagnant. And, you know, you could attribute that to the teams you've been playing with pretty good defenses, you know, respectively. So it'd be interesting to see here if this is the day that the running game finally kind of gets on its feet and starts to get going here.
Right. Obviously, Macon's favored in this game. There's no way to get around that. But when you're playing a team as good as them, one way to take care of things is to run the football, and it shortens the game. Keep you in it. So the first series could go a long way to establishing some good offense here today for the Eagles. As I said, Randolph-Macon will kick it off, going back deep for Bridgewater. Looks like number 1. That's Brendan Robinson. I can't see who's on that other side. Looks like maybe 43.
Number 37, Jordan Etz set to kick off for Randolph-Macon.
It's number 43, also deep for the Eagles.
It's like Tommy
Nelson.
Yep. And number 43, Tommy Nelson.
Tommy Nelson, 43, and Robinson deep for the opening kickoff. Well, we're still counting the game clock down. Looks like we got about 30 seconds to wait here.
You know, Steve, we talked before the game about, what the Eagles need to do to win this game, and I think it's interesting to point out the last time the Eagles beat Randolph-Macon was 2019 ODAC championship. So have to be in good form to get one over on this Randolph-Macon team.
They've won 25 straight conference games, and, of course, they're the favorite in the ODAC again this year. That streak's going to end sometime. Maybe it'll be today.
Sure hope so.
All right, clock's down to 0, so we're going to get ready to kick this one off. We're underway here at Jobson Stadium. The kick goes to the far side to Nelson. He signals for a fair catch, so that'll bring it out to the 25 to start the first drive.
It'll be interesting to see how the Eagles choose to play today. I mean, we mentioned the slow run game, but this Macon team on the defensive end is known for their takeaways. Can't be too loose with the football if you're going to start passing.
Ball is fair caught by Bridgewater.
Ball on the 25-yard line for the Eagles. Jasir Bateman, starting quarterback. Lining up behind him should be Robinson. Wide receiver out to the far side of the field. Taking a little while to spot the ball here and get going, but ready to go to work here. Handoff to the tailback. And a short gain there. Robinson gains 2 yards.
Number 90, Zakon Mills makes the stop for Randolph-Macon.
It'll be 2nd and 8. Mills on the stop for the Yellow Jackets. In the shotgun, Bateman takes a snap. Short pass across the middle. I believe it was caught. It's going to be a first down for the Eagles.
Pass complete to number 5, Ian Brown.
Ian Brown with the reception. Gain out to the 39-yard line. Nice way to start the game. Get a first down and try to establish some rhythm with your play calling. The Eagles now going 5 wide receivers. Nobody in the backfield but Bateman. He takes a snap, looks far side. High pass incomplete. Intended for number 14, Evan Welsh. Quick pass there, and you can't throw that pass high because that's the one that might get picked off, go the other way. But receiver was open and just threw it over his head.
Yeah, did some nice work on that first set of plays to kind of open up that short field advantage.
Eagles now wide receivers to both sides. Robinson in the backfield. Fake the handoff, little swing pass, and again, a little off target. Intended for number 11, Tate Leach.
Intended for number 11, Tate Leach.
That's a pass that's got to be completed. It's an easy, sort of like an extended run. And it's just, it wasn't a terrible pass, but it was off target a little bit. Made it a tougher catch.
In a game like this, those kinds of things can be killer when little plays aren't working for you.
It's hard to make a living 3rd and 10, but that's what the Eagles are going to try to do here. 3 wide to the outside, far side of the field. Bateman looks across the middle again. He left it high. That was dangerous. That was close to being picked off. And the Eagles will be forced to punt.
Intended for number 2, Davian Griffith.
Aiden Grief back to punt for the Eagles.
Fourth down for Bridgewater. 4th down and 10 from the 39-yard line.
Single man back for the reception.
Aiden Grief in punt formation
For the punt,
Bridgewater.
rather.
The deep man for Randolph-Macon.
Punt away. Good punt. His knee wasn't on the ground, I guess. I thought he went down, but he's got room on the outside, far side of the field. Dragged out of bounds at about the 47-yard line, and that's where Macon will take over. It almost looked like his knee touched the ground when he fielded it, and he went down to get it, but I guess there was some daylight there for the official to see. And Macon takes over on their own 45-yard line. Dante Cassiola, the quarterback, he's a senior, experienced guy, does a good job running this offense. Doesn't throw it a lot, but he's pretty accurate when he does throw. First play, handoff. Not much there on that play. The Eagles defense there to make the stop.
Number 20, Mitchell Johnson, the ball carrier
Johnson, ball carrier for Macon, Mitchell Johnson. Picked up a yard, 2nd and 9.
It's like we talked about. You know what they're going to do. You just got to be ready to stop it.
And they don't mind that they got stopped for a yard because they're just going to keep pounding you, and eventually they're going to try to wear you down as the game moves on.
2nd down and 9.
3 wide receivers now, Cassiola in the shotgun. Pass near side, caught by number 11. Be short of the first down, but a decent gain there.
Ty Johnson makes the stop for Bridgewater. Gain of 8 on the play.
8-yard gain makes it 3rd and 1, and this is where they're hard to stop. You know, you can't let them get in these short yardage situations. They'll just keep you on the field. It's going to be close. It's going to depend on the spot. Mitchell Johnson got the carry. It looks like he will have the first down. Going to be spotted on the Eagles' 44-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
It's a gain of 2 on the play. It moves the ball to the 44-yard line.
Wide Singletary and interior lineman with the initial hit there. Good job by the Eagles, but like I say, it's tough to stop them. 3rd and 1. Cassiola in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Handoff off right tackle. That's Mitchell Johnson again.
Number 20, Mitchell Johnson, the ball carrier for Randolph-Macon.
He's going to pick up good yardage on first down. That's a 5-yard gain. Makes it 2nd and 5. This is what you don't want to get into if you're the Eagles. You don't want to get into a slugfest because they're just going to keep wearing on you.
That's right. Talked about Johnson's ability. I mean, he's just head down, gritty kind of player.
Cassiola again in the shotgun. Johnson to his left. Man in motion coming near side. Johnson has it up the middle. Going to have the first down and more. Close to a 10-yard gain for Johnson. Moves the ball down to the 31-yard line. First down for the Yellow Jackets. Elijah Choi in on the stop for the Eagles.
Ball down to 31-yard line.
1st and 10. Randolph-Macon on the move here early in the game. Cassiola ready for the snap. Again to Johnson. Good defense that time. Nothing there for Mitchell Johnson.
Number 20, Mitchell Johnson, the ball carrier for Randolph-Macon.
That's going to be no gain. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Andrew Brown with the stop for the Eagles. Jordan Harper also coming up from his safety spot to get in on the tackle. 2nd and 10 now. This is what you want if you're the Eagles. You want to get him in long yardage situations. Try to get some pressure on the quarterback. Cassiola Takes a snap. Quick pass to the near side to 11. A little wide receiver screen. Gets a couple yards.
Pass complete to number 11,
Basit Quadri with the reception. Moves it down to about the 26. Going to make it a 3rd and 5 play for Randolph-Macon.
51, Kyle Beer for Bridgewater. A gain of 5 on the play. It'll be third down for the Yellow Jackets from the 26-yard line.
Defensive end Kyle Beer in on the stop for Bridgewater.
It's tough for the Eagles. Situations like this, with just how good the running game is, you think about stacking the box, but got to be worried about those outside edges.
3rd down and 5. Cassiola to pass. Quick out near side. That'll pick up a big hit there by the Eagles. Andrew Ryman with the catch and the first down. Jordan Harper with a big hit on the sideline to take him out of bounds, but not before he picked up good yardage down to the Eagles' 19, 1st and 10. Even the pass plays are just sort of an extension of the run game. Little quick screens, quick outs. They haven't looked downfield yet. 1st and 10 on the 19. Johnson with it up the middle, gets a couple.
Number 20, Mitchell Johnson, the ball carrier for Randolph-Macon. Stop made by number 8, Shannon Green, and number 55, Wyatt Singletary for Bridgewater.
Singletary once again in on a stop for the Eagles.
It'll bring up a 2nd down and 9 for the Yellow Jackets from the 18.
2nd and 9 from the 18. This is what Macon's known for. Pounding you with long, time-consuming drives. They keep your defense on the field. It's hot today. It's going to wear on the Eagles as we go along. Cassiola's going to keep it this time. Goes off the left side. Positive yardage there. Beer in on the stop there. Ball on the 14. It's going to make it 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, that play there by Cassiola kind of speaks to his ability. You talked about his experience, the Dayton transfer. Really able to keep calm on that keeper play.
Big play for the Eagles. They try to get off the field here. Cassiola back, looks downfield. Plenty of time now. Forced out of the pocket, throws it toward the end zone high and incomplete. So good job of coverage there by the Eagles and some late pressure. Looks like it's going to force Macon to settle for a field goal attempt here. So that's a positive. You don't want to give up any points, but to get off the field and make them try for the 3 here, sort of a win for the Eagles on the first series.
Especially when it felt like they were kind of marching once you got to midfield. It really felt like they had momentum, but so end up with 3 is not that bad.
Snaps a little high, gets down. The kick is up, and the kick is good.
32-yard field goal attempt by number 84, Trevor Luther is good.
Trevor Luther with the field goal, and with 6:58 left in the first quarter, it's Randolph-Macon 3 and Bridgewater 0. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Jordan 37, Jordan Eats to kick off for the Yellow Jackets.
Jordan needs to kick it off for the Yellow Jackets. Fielded around the 10-yard. Good return here by the Eagles. Out past the 30.
Number 43, Tommy Nelson.
Tommy Nelson with a nice return there. Gives the Eagles decent field position to start their second drive. be out around the 34-yard line, 1st and 10.
Just got to be more accurate than you were the first time. That was really what killed the drive. You had a lot of good open plays, but just some shoddy accuracy ended up getting you off the field.
Bateman, the snap goes over Bateman's head. Chased back, I believe. See who fell on it. The Eagles did get the ball back, but that's going to be a huge loss. Nelson recovers it all the way back to the 18-yard line. So that's going to put him 2nd 26, and deep in your own territory. You certainly don't want to turn it over here. It's going to be hard to negotiate this first down. Bateman takes a snap, fakes the screen, now comes with the middle screen, gets a few yards back. Tate Leach with the reception, a little middle screen, gets the ball back out to the 24-yard line. Still looking at 3rd and 20, gained about 6 yards there.
6-yard gain on the play, ball at the 24-yard line.
So 3rd and 20 for the Eagles.
First third down, about 20 yards.
Bateman in the shotgun. 3 receivers bunched to the far side of the field, 1 to the left. Bateman has time, now flushed out. Pass down the middle, caught, but it's going to be just short of the first down. Tate Leach with the catch. It's going to make it 4th and about 1 yard. See what the Eagles do here. Looks like they'll punt it. Nice play there, picked up 19, but they needed 20. Too early in the game and on your own side of the field, it's too tough a situation to go for it. I agree with this call right now.
Yeah, just unfortunate start to the drive. I mean, it's like we talked about, don't want to stall coming out of the gate, and it seems like that's just all we've had so far.
Yeah, 16-yard loss that wasn't forced. It's just a bad snap. You can't have those negative plays and expect to beat a good team. Greaves punt. High, fair catch called and made at about the 22-yard line.
Punt covers 35 yards. Ball is caught by Randolph-Macon at the 22-yard line, and that's where it'll be first down for
the Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10 at the 22. Under 5 minutes left here in the opening quarter. Making out to a quick 3-0 lead. See if the Eagles can gain control a little bit of the line of scrimmage and get a quick 3 and out and get the football back.
Want to have plays kind of like that last play of Macon's previous drive where you got good pressure on the quarterback. It's really what you need when you have a really calm quarterback like Cassiola is.
Cassiola under center this time. Ball handed off on a little reverse play to number 8. Grayson Ross gets the carry. Defended pretty well by the Eagles. Gave up about 3 yards there. Bought the receiver into motion and gave it to him on the jet sweep there. And the Eagles with a decent job. The ball out to about the 26. 2nd and call it a long 5, short 6. Now Cassiola goes back into the shotgun. High snap, he controls it. Run up the middle. Not much room.
Jordan Harper.
Number 0, Jordan Harper in on that stop, up from his safety position, supporting the run. Ball's at the 29. About 3rd and 3. Got to get to the 32.
So far, Eagles' run defense has looked really good, especially knowing how good Macon can be on that side of the ball.
Yeah, there's not much running room in the middle of the field so far. In the middle of that line, the Eagles' defensive front holding up pretty good here early in the game. Cassiola in the shotgun. Looking down, he's going to pass. Hit as he let it go. Pass is caught, and it's going to be close. Depends on the mark. Right at the yard marker. It is a first down. They got the necessary 3 yards and a couple extra inches maybe. But, again, good defense by the Eagles. But Macon able to execute the play, get just enough for the first down to move the chains. Two receivers to the far side, one to the near, man in motion toward us. Handoff, nothing there again. The Eagles with pretty good defense. Gets a couple late.
Number 20, Mitchell Johnson. The ball
Johnson again with the carry.
Stop made by number 2, Oscar Whiteley. And number 51, Kyle Beer for Bridgewater.
Beer and Whiteley in on the stop for the Eagles.
That is one thing about Johnson. You got to have more than 2 hands on him at any given time. He doesn't really care about one tackler. You got to bring more.
Yeah, you got to get some hats to the ball when he's carrying it. Usually not going to go down by that first contact. The Eagles hold him to about 3 yards there. 2nd and 7. Cassiola hands it up the middle. There's some running room. And Mitchell Johnson's going to take that to the house. That was right up the middle there, and that's where the Eagles had done a good job defending it, but some good blocking by the offensive line gave him the crease, and he went untouched for the touchdown. Trevor Luther on to attempt the PAT. Snaps down, kicks up, and it's good. And Randolph-Macon now up 10-0 with just under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break and be back with more action.
Update from Blacksburg. Now in the third quarter, Virginia Tech 24, Wofford 3. Elsewhere in the ACC, Syracuse leads Clemson 24-14 during the weather delay. That's at the half.
We're back at Jobson Field. The Yellow Jackets out to a quick 10-0 lead over the Eagles. Macon set to kick it off after the long touchdown run by Mitchell Johnson. This is an important drive here. The Eagles have to respond. Even if they don't score, they got to keep the ball a little bit and give their defense a chance to catch their breath.
Right. I mean, a team like Macon will just keep taking it to you. That's like we mentioned. It's just one thing that this team has done for years and years.
Kickoff goes to the goal line, returned by the Eagles, and probably not the right decision there.
Punt return, or kickoff return by number 43, Tommy Nelson.
Tommy Nelson decided to bring it out, and he was cut down shy, I believe, of the 15-yard line. See where they spot it. They'll spot it at the 14, 1st and 10 for the Eagles.
14-yard line for a take. First down, Bridgewater.
Bateman in the shotgun. Robinson now in motion. Bateman looks to pass. Good play there. Nice yardage for the Eagles. That's a good throw there, right on time. Good throw. Ian Brown with the catch, and that gets him out of the hole, gets him a first down out to the 28, so a gain of 14. That play looked like it was nice rhythm to it, perfect throw. Receiver runs a good route, and you get a positive gain. First and 10 from the 28. Handoff. Again, decent yardage there. Wyatt Jervis got that carry, his first carry of the game. Good run there off the right side. Gets it out past the 35 to the 36. Make it second down and 2.
That's kind of what we had seen so far. Macon hadn't had any great defensive plays. The Eagles kind of just kept falling over themselves, so good to see them start to pick things up here.
Bateman takes a snap. Oh, ball's loose. Number 32 for the Jackets. What a big hit. Jacob Logan, he almost took the handoff. He almost tackled the running back and the quarterback at the same time. The ball did come loose. The Eagles lucky to retain possession, but a big loss. Again, a big negative play on first down puts you in the hole. They're all the way back to the 28. And that's the end of the first quarter. We'll take a break. After one, it's Randolph-Macon 10 and the Eagles 0. We'll be back in just a moment. Start of the second quarter, Eagles facing a 2nd and about 18 situation. Bateman looks to throw. Pressure on, he's going to be sacked. Flags on the play. One of the Macon players lost his helmet. I wonder if the Eagles are going to be called for something there. No flag? Let's see what they call here. Ball's being placed on the 25. The officials getting together, discussing what might or might not be called here. The football's sitting right behind the yellow, or right beside the yellow flag. I think they're going to pick it up. No, let's see. Hands to the face by number 52 for the Eagles. I think that's when the helmet came off. He must have got up underneath and pushed the helmet off. But that penalty will be declined. They'll take the result of the play, and it'll be 4th down and about 13 yards. The Eagles will be forced to punt it again. Just can't sustain any momentum on offense here early in the game.
13 for Bridgewater. 19, Aiden Grief in punt formation.
Aiden Grief is the punter. Left-footed kicker gets it off. Good kick. And a good coverage by the Eagles. The return man hit as soon as he fielded it. That was number 8.
46 yards.
Grayson Ross fielded it as soon as he caught it. He got hit. Lucky to hold on to that.
Who wants to win some BC swag. Pennants are going to be making their way. So if you receive a pennant,
Randolph-Macon will begin this drive right on the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. That's almost a must-stop here situation for the Eagles.
Yeah, you don't want to play catch-up with this team. I mean, they just their nature about running the ball, you're gradually not going to get as many possessions as you'd like to, so you can't fall in a hole early.
Yeah. Got to find a way to get off the field here. Cassiola under center this time. Man in motion. Handoff to Johnson.
Number 20, Mitchell Johnson.
Not much there. Aaron Nice on the stop for the Eagles. Gain of 4. Once again, he got hit for about a 2-yard gain, but he pushed the pile for about 2 more yards after contact. He's just a big, strong running back. and running behind some big, strong offensive linemen. 2nd and 6 for the Yellow Jackets. Cassiola now in the shotgun. Johnson to his left. Fakes the handoff, rolls near side, receiver open, caught right at midfield. Good throw there by Cassiola.
Pass complete to number 11, Mesite Quadri.
Quadri with the reception. It's 1st and 10. Ball sitting right at midfield.
Yeah, that play's about as flashy as I think this Macon team gets, but even still, great execution, so not much you can do.
A little bootleg after faking the handoff here to the near side. Cassiola, quick throw. Quadri with another catch. Short gain on the play.
25, Coleman Strange for Bridgewater. It'll be a gain of about 5 yards for the Yellow
Strange
Jackets.
on the stop for the Eagles. 5-yard pickup.
45-yard line.
Second and 5 at the Eagles 45. 3 receivers to the near side. Cassiola in the shotgun again. Quick screen out this way, defended well, and a big hit there by the Eagles. Amari Presley read that play well and hit the receiver, stopped him right in his tracks for no gain. Makes it 3rd and 5.
No gain on that play.
It's a critical play here for the Eagles. I mean, getting the ball back in this kind of position is really the only way you're going to survive in a game like this.
Your defense has to get off the field on 3rd down. They've got a chance here. It's 3rd and 5. Cassiola in the shotgun. Motion to the near side. Cassiola. Quick pass, just enough for the 1st down. A nice diving catch there.
12, Chase Flora.
And that'll move the chains. Chase Flora with a nice reception. Needed 5 and he got 6. Moves the chains to the Eagles 39. So another good-looking drive by the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, it's tough when you're playing a game like this where it seems like they're just getting enough to beat you. And, you know, you need 2 yards, you get -7. It's kind of difficult to keep up.
Cassiola takes a snap. Quick throw near side. Broke the tackle, but he stepped out of bounds. It's a good thing, or he may have scored. Quick passing game working well for the Yellow Jackets. Jason Moore with that catch on the sideline. Broke the tackle, but foot stepped on the out-of-bounds line. The gain's down to the 29. That's a 1st down for Randolph-Macon. Really keeping the Eagles off balance. I mean, they're going to run the football, but the short passing game's been very effective. Haven't really looked downfield a whole lot at all. Cassiola keeps it this time, breaks a tackle.
Number 17, Dante Casacola, the ball carrier for Randolph-Macon.
Good pickup there by the quarterback.
The number 91, Ian Lane for Bridgewater.
Gained about 8.
7-yard gain on the play, puts the ball at the 22-yard line. 2nd down 3 for the Yellow Jackets.
Clock running here in the 2nd quarter. The Eagles on their heels again defensively as Macon approaches the red zone. Hand off to Johnson. Breaks a tackle to the line of scrimmage. Bulls ahead and gets the 1st down. Whiteley makes the stop for the Eagles.
And number 25, Coleman Strange for Bridgewater.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, 1st and 10. This is typical Macon offense. They just keep beating on you, moving the chains. Cassiola hands off to Johnson. This time, nowhere to go.
Mitchell Johnson, the ball carrier for Randolph-Macon. Stop made by number 55, Wyatt Singletary for Bridgewater.
Singletary, he's having a nice game. Calling his name a lot. Made the stop there after a gain of a yard, so 2nd and 9. A few times the Eagles have put Macon in tough yardage situations. They've been able to come through and hit a quick pass, get it down to like 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, which is where they want to be. Cassiola hands off. Johnson, good tackle there.
Number 20, Mitchell Johnson, the ball carrier for Randolph-Macon. Stop made by number 8, Shannon Green for Bridgewater.
That's a good one-on-one tackle there. You usually don't bring that man down one-on-one, but he held him to a 2-yard gain. So 3rd and 70, here's your opportunity to put a stop to this drive and force the Yellow Jackets to try another field goal.
In a game like this, it feels like 13-0 is a lot easier to surmount than potentially 17-0.
Yeah, that's one less possession you got to have for sure. You got to get the stop here on 3rd and 7. Whistle blows. I think Randolph-Macon's calling a timeout. We'll take a break as well. Eagles trailing 10-0. We'll be back in just a moment. Back here, back at Bridgewater College. Some quick score updates in the ODAC. Hampton-Sydney 28, Shenandoah 7, and Averett leading Gallaudet 17-13. If you're a Hokie fan, they're all over Wofford 31-3. Cassiola, empty backfield. Throws to the end zone, wide open. Number 40 with the catch, nobody near him. Landon Ferris with the touchdown, and that makes it 16-0. So the Eagles right where they hoped they wouldn't be, in a pretty big hole early against this Macon football team. Still a lot of game left, but your offense is going to have to find a way to put some points on the board soon, keep you in it. PAT's up, and the kick's good. We've got a late flag. We'll see. We'll stay here and see what this call is. Big game today in the state of Virginia's. JMU's at Liberty. Two state schools, mid-level, mid-major level, two good football teams. I think I read last week they signed a agreement to play every year up until about 2040, so that's going to be turning it into a really big rivalry with two teams that have a lot of success at that level.
Yeah, Battle of the Blue Ridge will be really nice the next couple of years.
Yeah, JMU's one of the better teams in the Sun Belt, and Liberty, I don't even know what conference they're in. They switch every 2 or 3 years, it seems like, but they're always in a bowl game. So they have a good program down there, and it's still waiting on the penalty call here on the PAT. Personal foul on the PAT called against the Eagles, so that'll be assessed on the kickoff. So they'll probably kick this through the end zone. Eagles will start deep in their territory, or if they want to get creative, it's not. You've got to be really aware of an onside kick here.
Right. I mean, that's kind of continuing what we've seen of just small mistakes that make everything a lot bigger than they should be. And you know, if you're watching this game at this point as someone from the Eagles, you're thinking, okay, well, we've had them in third and long situations pretty much the whole game. It's just we can't get the one stop we need to
get off the
keep
field.
Keep them off the field and really get back in this game. And so need a good offensive drive here, preferably a quick offensive drive to really show that the motor can keep going the rest of this game.
Kickoff will come from midfield. A lot of teams in this situation will kind of pooch this, try to pin you inside the 20. And a lot of teams will just kick it out of the end zone and let you have the ball to 25. Let's see how Macon plays it here. Again, the kickoff coming from midfield after the penalty was assessed against the Eagles. And they just booted through the end zone. Sort of their persona, nothing fancy. We'll give you the ball to 25 and try to stop you. And the Eagles' offense has had some nice-looking throws. They've run the ball okay a couple plays, but they have that one play, 2 snaps that, have cost. Well, the one wasn't a bad snap. The guy met him in the backfield and caused the fumble, but you had 16-yard loss on first down and an 8-yard loss on first down. It's hard to get out of those holes.
Right, you haven't really started yet. You've already put yourself back so far it's not even possible to get ahead.
Bateman to throw on first down. Complete it out to the 30-yard line. Short gain.
Pass complete. Number 8,
Aiden Atwood with the catch. That's a good positive play on first down. Get you in a position where you can, if you want to run here, it's okay. If you want to pass here. Positive play on first down makes it 2nd and 5. It was a nice safe play too. Bateman hands off, coming near side. They catch Robinson. Brendan Robinson, nice carry there. Picked up about 10 yards there. First down for the Eagles, out to the 40. And the Eagles going hurry up now, trying to play a little tempo. Another handoff to Robinson. This time he's met in the backfield. Here we go with another negative play on first down.
I get the idea. I see where you're going to go back to the same thing. If they weren't ready the first time, I'll be ready the second. But, I mean, you know how quick this Macon team can get into the backfield. So that's a tough call to make there.
Again, now it's 2nd and 14. It's just tough to sustain offense when you keep putting yourself in long yardage situations. Eagles with 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Bateman in the shotgun. Quick pass across the middle. I think that ball hit the turf, and it did. Incomplete, close to an interception.
I'm not sure who exactly was trying to be targeted there. It seemed like, I mean, even if it was a go route or something like that where it was supposed to be farther afield, it seemed like it might have been a miscommunication. Receiver kind of stopped in.
It looked like this receiver just ran a little quick stop route, and I think Bateman thought he was going to continue across the field a little bit. And the throw wasn't near the receiver. I'm like you. I think that was some miscommunication, not on the same page. 3rd and 14 now. Bateman downfield. Receiver's open and caught here on the near sideline. Ian Brown with a big gain there, and the Eagles move the chain down to the Randolph-Macon 43-yard line.
First down, Bridgewater.
Nice play there. Had just enough room to fit that pass in, put some nice touch on it, got it over the defender. It's 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Well, we got a discussion on the field about something. Talking to Coach Lim. I'm not sure what this is about.
I believe it's about the clock. The clock is wrong. I think we're down to showing 20 seconds, but
that can't be right.
Yeah, something's.
So it looks like they'll fix the clock here, get the right time back up on the clock, and we'll go back to playing in just a moment. Eagles ready to run a play, but the official's saying we're not ready to go right yet. be 1st and 10 Bridgewater at the Randolph-Macon 43-yard line. Wide receivers to each side. 2 backs in the backfield. Handoff. Good run there, good gain by Brendan Robinson. Good positive yardage on 1st down. Moves the ball down to the Randolph-Macon 37. That's a gain of about 6. The Eagles are starting to get a little run, a little movement with their running game here now.
Yeah, it's kind of the opposite of what Macon's been doing. Macon's straight up the gut. The Eagles have found a lot of success on the sides. They've really found a good rhythm with Robinson cutting it down to that outside edge.
Late substitution for the Eagles. Quick pitch to the near side here. Robinson again gets a couple yards. Knocked out of bounds right around the 35. Daniel Ilisic on the tackle for the Yellow Jackets. Ball on the 34. It's that's 1 yard short of the 1st down. So 3rd and 1. Eagles need to move the chains here, keep this drive alive.
I think barring any kind of negative play, this is definitely 2-down territory. I think in a game like this, you gotta come up with something before half.
You're absolutely right. 7's going to be a lot more better than 3 if they can get in the end zone. Bateman's going to keep it. He'll get the 1st down, I believe.
Number 9, J.C. Bateman, the ball carrier for Bridgewater.
That'll move the chains. Bateman's able to pick up the 1st down on the keeper. They'll spot the ball on the 32. 1st and 10, Bridgewater. That's the best drive of the game for the Eagles so far. Two wide receivers to the far side of the field, and 1 here to the near side. Bateman drops back, looks downfield, receiver open far side, but nothing there. Able to make the catch. Leach with the catch, but he was dropped immediately, and that's no gain on the play. But they do give him a yard. 2nd and 9 now from the 31. I thought that play was going to gain some yardage, but the defender really closed quickly. Again, late substitution for Bridgewater. 2nd and 9. Timeout now called by the Eagles.
Timeout, Bridgewater.
It's at 2:59 left here in the half. So the best drive so far of the game for Bridgewater, and an opportunity here to get right back in it. I mean, if you score a touchdown, you're going to be down 10, probably going to halftime. That's a workable number maybe.
Right. I mean, that's the one thing you can't have right now is just nothing. That's you got to avoid it at all costs. And you know, if you're Bridgewater, you're a little nervous right now because it seems like so far the only thing that's really been hurting you is yourself. And so you're just hoping it doesn't rear its head in these last 3 minutes and you can get out of here with at least 3. Hoping for 7, but 3 at least to have something walking into halftime with.
I think you're right. I think you definitely have to get points on the scoreboard on this drive. If nothing else, like you said, just to feel better about things heading to the locker room.
Just got to make sure you avoid any kind of negative plays here because that's what's been the killer.
So both teams back out on the field. 2nd down and 9 for the Eagles from the 31-yard line. Bateman in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Got time, looking deep. Now he runs. He's got some room. Bateman coming near side. Big gain there. Down inside the 20. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Good decision there by Jasir Bateman. He had time to throw, but he pulled it down, found some running room, and made a good cut and got some extra yardage. The gain all the way down to the 18. That's a 13-yard run and a good decision by the Eagles quarterback.
That's good to see. We talked before the game. Sometimes his decision-making is a little questionable. Some of the interceptions he throws just seems like nobody's open. So good play progression there. Able to see him tuck it and run for some good yardage.
1st and 10, Bridgewater. Bateman looking to the sideline and maybe changing the play here. Bateman takes a snap. Pitch. It's Nelson to the right side. That hole closed up pretty quickly. He picked up a couple yards. It's going to be another timeout. Again, I believe called by Bridgewater. Gained down to the 16-yard line. Picked up a couple. See if the Eagles can finish this drive. It would be huge to at least give them some momentum going into the locker room.
It'll be interesting to see how they choose to play this. I mean, second and long, your playbook's pretty open in this kind of length of the field. Yeah, they've uncorked it once, and that play worked out pretty well for them. But it seems like they've stuck pretty heavily to that run game, just kind of getting either Nelson or Robinson outside, letting them go to work on the edges. Not sure if that's what you can do so much here in this short yardage situation. You might have to look at, you're at the start of the game, ran a pretty good RPO, run pass option, when you had Robinson on the carry, but found Brown for about 7 or 8 yards. That's what you're looking for in these kind of situations.
The Eagles in the red zone for the first time today. Ball at the 16. It'll be 2nd and 8 as we come back to action after the timeout. Exactly 2 minutes on the clock. Bateman looks to pass. Pump fake, throws, open receiver, couldn't bring it in at the 4-yard line. Tate Leach couldn't haul that one. That's a good throw there. That's got to be caught. Receiver was open and just couldn't haul it, couldn't bring it in. 3rd and 8.
3rd down and 8 for Bridgewater at the 16-yard line.
Bateman again in the shotgun. Probable passing situation here, 3rd and 8. Bateman looks middle. Got room. Pass near side, almost intercepted. Thought he might could have ran it there.
So it seemed like he had the left side of the field.
For number 8,
Atwood, the intended receiver. Pass broken up by number 7, Alex Biddle. Made a nice break on the ball. Had a chance to intercept it. The pass was low. It would have been a tough catch. So the Eagles now, with a field goal attempt, it's going to be about a 33-yarder for Miguel. Left-footed place kicker. Snap's good. It's down. The kick is up. It's long enough. And it's good. The Eagles on the scoreboard with 1:46 left in the first half. Randolph-Macon 17, the Eagles 3. The good thing is the Eagles got on the board. The bad thing is there's a lot of time left on the clock for a good offense like Macon.
A lot of time left, and Macon gets the ball after half. It's not looking good.
It's another must-stop situation for the Eagles. Got to find a way to keep Macon off the board here in the last couple minutes of the half. First thing you need to do is good kick coverage here. Try to keep him inside that 25-yard line. Augustin Miguel with that field goal for the Eagles. He's a local product, just down the road in Stanton, Virginia. Played for the Stanton Storm in high school. Got a strong leg. Been waiting his turn behind a pretty good kicker. Now it's his chance to take over the job this year. Line drive kick bounces down to about the 14-yard line. Picked up there and good coverage, but does get out past the 30. Jason Moore with that return. So the Eagles defense on the spot here now. They've got to find a way to get through this last 1 minute and 40 seconds without allowing any points.
First down, Randolph-Macon.
The Yellow Jackets, still enough time. They can still hand it off if they want. It's not like they got to throw it every down. I'm not sure. I think they've got at least 2 timeouts left, if not all 3. They've got all 3 of their timeouts, so they can do whatever they want. They fake the reverse. They're going to throw deep, and the receiver's wide open, and he overthrew him. Wow.
Got lucky there.
Jason Moore just ran right past the Bridgewater defenders, and he was open by about 10 yards, and quarterback just missed him. He'd like to have that one back. Overthrew him by about 3 or 4 yards.
With this style that they play, you'll have 2 to 3 plays like that every game where just so focused on the run, and backside of the field is wide open.
That's one Cassiola will look at on film and say, how did I miss him? Cassiola takes a snap. This time short pass. Little in route there. Pretty good throw. Quadri couldn't pull it in. So 3rd and 10. It's a big play here for the Eagles.
3rd down and 10 from the 32-yard line.
You mentioned the timeouts. Eagles still have 2. It's possible if Eagles have the ball back here, they could look to.
Depending on what happens with the punt, where your field position is, you could definitely have time to try to get in field goal range at least once again. But first things first, they got to get off the field here. 3rd and 10. Cassiola back, plenty of time, throws far side, got a receiver, and I think he got the first down.
Pass complete to number 8, Grayson Ross.
Ross with the catch. They do it every time. He needed 10, he got 11.
Aimed out to the 43-yard line.
So the ball out to the 43. Still plenty of time left for Randolph-Macon. 1:18. The clock is running. Thought he got out of bounds, but not complaining. 1st and 10. Cassiola in the shotgun. Quick pass near side, caught, but Eagles with good defense there that dropped the receiver immediately, and that'll force the Yellow Jackets to take a timeout.
Stop made by number 20, Joey Strong for Bridgewater.
Timeout. Randolph-Macon, their second drive, timeout.
Joey Strong with that stop for the Eagles. Good coverage there.
And if you haven't already done so in your
Allowed the catch, but
recognizes
made the tackle immediately.
down to track.
Ball's out to about looks like the 47. So that was a short gain of about 3 yards.
And don't
Timeout called with,
pop out concession stand is located
looks like 56 seconds left on the clock.
cold drink, hot dog.
Still plenty of time for Randolph-Macon to, they can run their whole offense here if they want to. I wouldn't be surprised if they hand it off once. They got the Eagles thinking pass now.
Shortly.
Maybe a little delay play with handoff. Try to find a seam and hit the hole quickly. See how they play it here. They're back out on the field. Cassiola leads them out. 2nd and about 6.5, 7 yards. Cassiola looks deep. He got hit. Ball loose. Eagles scoop it. Eagles down to the 26-yard line. I'm not sure, but I think that was Aaron Nice that had the sack and caused the fumble. And the Eagles in business, and 47 seconds. Going to find a way to find the end zone here, and you're right back in the football game.
Talk about lighting the fire. That's exactly what you needed. I mean, you were hoping for no score. Now you're hoping to score. I mean, that's fantastic play by this Eagles defense.
Well, that's a big hit by Aaron Nice. He dislodged the quarterback from the football.
Nice has been great all season so far. I mean, leading the Eagles in tackles, averaging 8 solo tackles a game. I mean, he's just a monster out there.
He came on the blitz that time from his middle linebacker position and was untouched. Quick little screen pass out to the right side. Picks up good yardage. Did the ball come loose? Fumbled on the far side, and Macon comes up with the fumble. Once again, the Eagles' offense, the self-inflicted wounds are just got to be eating at Coach Lim. You got a chance to get right back in the football game with a touchdown there, They picked up good yardage. I think he had close to first down yardage.
For the Yellow Jackets from their own 14-yard line.
Fumbled on right in front of the Macon bench. And now I think you'll see Macon just take a knee and take their lead into the half.
You know, you could see what Robinson was going for there. He was trying to get out of bounds, trying to save the timeout, but, I mean, I think just trying to extend the play, you know, you get farther out, you lose focus, you lose that control. And
you got to secure the football. It's more important to do that than worry about the timeout because you still had a timeout, I believe. And Randolph-Macon is just going to – they take the knee. They're going to take the knee and run out to half, it looks like. Casiolo, we're talking to Pedro Aruza. I don't think they're going to have to run a play. They ran the one play, took the knee, and now they're going to let the clock expire. And we're down to the zeros on the clock. That ends the first half for the Eagles, trailing 17-3. We're going to take a break here at halftime. We'll be back with the second half action in about 15 minutes, or 20 minutes it looks like on the clock. Again, the score, Randolph-Macon 17, Bridgewater 3.
As the band will transform the field into a wall of sound. Sad But True leads right into the climactic finale of the song One from the album And Justice for All. And now, Screamin' Eagles, it is time to rock. And now the Screaming Eagles are using maximum effort as they kick into overdrive with Master of Puppets from the album of the same name. Known as one of the greatest heavy mock songs of all time, watch as the Screaming Eagles push the tempo to the limit in this song, which gained a wider audience in 2022 after being featured in Stranger Things. With the ultimate crowd favorite, Enter Sandman from the legendary Black Album. The second you hear that first note, you'll know it's time to shake the stands. So get on your feet and get loud as the Screaming Eagles unlash the Metallica classic. Hope you enjoyed our tribute to the heavy metal rock band Metallica. Let's hear it one more time for your Screaming Eagles marching band.
Fans, please direct your attention to the track at this time as we'll recognize those winter and spring student athletes who received all conference, all region, all state, and all American honors during the 24-25 academic school year. Each student will be recognized and will be greeted by Bridgewater College President Dr. David Bushman and Director of Athletics Kurt Kendall. Riley Corcoran. Also from women's basketball, Jay Garcia. From women's swimming, Grace Warren. From men's swimming, Christian Carroll. From men's swimming, Jeffrey Prevost. From men's swimming, Alessandro Nani. From men's swimming, Ian Helmlinger. From men's swimming, Connor Kerr. And from men's swimming, the first All-American in program history, Zachary Earl. From women's track and field, Summer Wallace. Women's track and field, Bree Morgan. From men's track and field, Joe Umlacher. From men's track and field, Faulkner Lamb. From men's track and field, Jesus Flores. From women's lacrosse, Paige Payers. From women's golf, Hannah Rizzo. From women's golf, Sophia Martone. From equestrian, Maggie Brown. From equestrian, Willow Wright. From softball, Kinsey Koffel. From softball, Caroline Melandra. From softball, McKenna Mueller. From softball, Andrea Savage. From softball, Lexi Shaw. From softball, Evelyn Rose. From softball, Kaylin Ramsey. From baseball, Evan Burt. From baseball, Cam Knuckles. From baseball, Ashton Smith. From baseball, an All-American, Zach Chadwell. And from baseball, an All-American, Nick Stavros. Fans, how about another round of applause for these student athletes?
All right, fans, direct your attention down to the end zone where Bridgewater freshman Sarah Nozar from Stafford, Virginia is our halftime field goal contestant, kicking for a field goal gift certificate, Bridgewater Foods. Let's hear it for Sarah. All right, thank you, Sarah, for being today's contestant, and thank you for Bridgewater Foods for being your sponsor of the halftime kick field goal contest. Bridgewater Foods, your local full-line grocery store. Fans, it's also time to announce today's Bojangles tailgate of the game, and today's winning is spot number 52. Number 52 will see Director of Athletics Kurt Kendall claim your prize courtesy of Bojangles the official tailgate sponsor of Bridgewater Athletics. And some other Bridgewater teams have been in action today. Earlier today in Lynchburg, the Bridgewater women's volleyball team picked up a 3-0 win over Randolph. And early this morning, the Bridgewater men's and women's cross-country teams hosted the meet here on campus. And both the Bridgewater men and women finished first place in the team competition. In the men's competition, the top runner was senior Gabe Miller, who finished first. He was followed by second Gavin Deal. And for the women, freshman Olivia Mora was first place. Congratulations to all the Bridgewater cross-country teams for a great performance today. Coming up later this afternoon, the Bridgewater field hockey team is on the road. They'll play DePaul. That's in Kentucky. And the Bridgewater men's soccer team is in Maryland this afternoon to play St. Mary's.
Back at Jobson Field, as we're just a couple minutes away from the start of the second half. Randolph-Macon leading 17-3. Brock's going to give you a rundown of the first half stats.
Thank you, Steve. As you know, score 17-3. Randolph-Macon leading. Macon leading in first downs 11-6. They've had a lot more success on the offensive side of the ball. And I think it's important to highlight fumbles lost for Eagles losing 2, or losing 1 there at the end. Really come back to bite them here in this second half. Not able to be in a position they really like so far for the Eagles. They've had 79 yards passing, which is pretty comparable to Randolph-Macon's 88. But the rushing yards is where Randolph-Macon beats them alive. On 18 attempts, they've got 93. Meanwhile, Bridgewater on 13 attempts, only 26 yards. For Randolph-Macon, a lot of that work has come from Mitchell Johnson. So far today, 101 with a touchdown, a longest 65, which we saw there in that first quarter, averaging 7.8 yards a carry. So far, that's been kind of the main story we've seen from this team. On the other end, it's been pretty slow passing day. I mean, 88 yards, only 15 attempts, 12 completions. Casacola had a long of 16 for that touchdown pass in the back corner of the end zone. But so far, they've been pretty quiet on the passing attack, which is what we expected. Meanwhile, on the other side for the Eagles, Brendan Robinson with 28 yards so far, long of 12, averaging about 4.7 yards a carry. Bateman's been the second leading rusher with about 12 yards. He's had some good opportunities to keep and run with it, but hasn't been able to capitalize as much as he'd probably like to. On the receiving end, it's been Ian Brown with 47 yards. He's come from Bateman's 7 completed passes on 13 attempps for 79 yards. Bateman's also taken a sack, but that's when we saw that fumble where one Macon defender just kind of got right into the backfield and really took the whole play down.
You can always have some misleading stats. I think one of them, it's a little Bridgewater's actually ran the football decently. It's just a couple negative plays that cut that average down to 2 yards a carry. The bad snap takes away from it. The fumble in the backfield that lost 8 or 10 takes away from it. But I thought they ran the ball successfully at times. And even, Mitchell Johnson's got 101 yards. You take away the one play busted, they're holding him to less than 3 yards a carry, which that's hard to do. And that, they give up on one big play and then they give up the turnover at the end, or you could maybe even have a tie game right now, but they definitely could have been right in the football game if they cash in at the end of the first half. And we're not saying it's over yet, but you'll know a little bit more after this first series because Macon gets the ball first, so you can't let them reestablish their game right away and go down and put it in the end zone on this first series.
Right.
So the Eagles will kick it off. Miguel, the left foot kicker, will kick it off for the Eagles. Some score updates. Hampton-Sydney all over Shenandoah, 42-7. Gallaudet's taking the lead over Averett, 27-24, and the Hokies all over Wofford as expected, 38-6. Miguel approaches the football, and we're now underway here in the second half. Good kick there toward the goal line. Goes into the end zone for the touchback.
Number 46, Augustin Miguel.
So Augustin Miguel, strong leg, gets that into the end zone. And the Yellow Jackets will start at their 25-yard line.
For Randolph-Macon.
Again, I think this is a key series here. Whether this game could go one way or it could get away from the Eagles quickly if they give up a touchdown here. But you get a stop, offense comes out and moves the ball a little bit, you could stay in this football game and make it interesting.
Yeah, it's not so much about this series. I feel like it's really just about third down. If they can get off the field, it's those plays where they get 6 and they needed 5. That's really what's killing them so far.
That's a good start to the half right there as Johnson takes the handoff and he's dropped in the backfield.
Number 20, Mitchell Johnson, the ball carrier for Randolph-Macon.
Good defensive start for the Eagles.
Renee Knight, Andrew Brown there to make the stop for Bridgewater.
Eagles dropping behind the line of scrimmage. I think that's a pretty generous spot. He only lost a yard. I thought he lost 2 or 3, but still a negative play.
Ball at the 23-yard line where it's second down and 12 for the Yellow Jackets.
Second down and long for the Yellow Jackets. Quick pass, across the middle, wide open, big gain. Ball's loose. Eagles with a chance. They pick it up. Bridgewater football.
Pass was complete to number 9, Andrew Ryman. There was a fumble on the play.
So big turnover by the defense.
Picked up by number 4, Ty Johnson.
Ty Johnson, number 4, with the fumble recovery. He's dropped right away, took a hard hit, but he held on to the football, and the Eagles take over. Great field position on their own 44. So the last 2 defensive series, they've caused turnovers. So maybe they're finding their footing a little bit here against this Macon offense.
Yeah, good to make something out of nothing. That was looked like it was a dangerous play, and so to have the ball back after that, you got to make something with this opportunity.
Eagles go to work from their own 44. Bateman looks to pass. A little pass open to the middle. Good play. Breaks the tackle into the secondary. Big pickup for the Eagles.
Number 5,
Ian Brown with a nice play there. Broke that initial tackle. Gets it inside the Macon 40 down to the 38. It's about an 18-yard gain for the Eagles on first down. That's a good, nice, safe pass. I mean,
18 yards, ball down to 38-yard line.
Should be completed. Probably should have been a 5 or 6 yard gain, but your receiver made a good play and broke a tackle. Turned it into a bigger play. Bateman. Quick pitch, far side to Robinson. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another tackle, still on his feet. Gang tackled after a good gain inside the 35, down near the 30. They'll spot it at the 32.
Ball carrier for Bridgewater.
Gain of about 7 yards.
Gain of about 6 on the play. Ball's at the 32-yard line. Second down and 4
We'll
for
call it a
Bridgewater.
6-yard gain. Second and 4 for the Eagles. Another give, Robinson. Tries to get around the edge, far side, nothing there.
Number 1, Brendan Robinson, the ball carrier.
Good penetration early by the Macon defense, forced Robinson to bounce that, and there's just nowhere to go. Lost a yard there, maybe. So big play here for the Eagles. Where the ball's at the 33. I'm thinking this might be 4 down territory here. Probably a little bit too far for a field goal. If you punt it, you're not getting a whole lot out of it either. So might have 2 plays to get these 5 yards.
Yeah, so long as you keep it going forward.
Yeah.
Anything negative, you're looking at a hole you can't climb out of.
Little middle screen complete. Didn't gain much.
That kind of seems to be what they were thinking, though. I mean, kind of a safe play, but puts you in a good position to go for it on this 4th down.
Ball is spotted on the 31, so it's going to be 4th and about 3, and the Eagles will go for it. I think that's exactly what Coach Lim was thinking. We'll throw the little screen. If we break it, good. If we gain 2 or 3 yards, we're in good position to go for it on 4th down. It's a play you weren't going to lose yardage on. 2 receivers our way, 3 receivers to the far side. Bateman by himself in the backfield. A lot of pressure. Pass knocked down, incomplete. Had the receiver. Tough throw. He's kind of throwing back across his body. Couldn't get enough on it.
Number 11, Kate Leach.
Nice defensive play by Randolph-Macon, and they'll take over on downs. At about the 31-yard line. The Eagles unable to take advantage of the turnover.
First down for the Yellow Jackets from the 31-yard line.
Cassiola back in the backfield in the shotgun. Hands it off up the middle. Good gain there.
Number 20, Mitchell Johnson.
Mitchell Johnson breaks it close to first down yardage. Choi with the tackle. 9-yard gain out to the 40, 2nd and 1.
40-yard line.
Second and 1 for Randolph-Macon. Cassiola in the shotgun. Johnson flanked to his left side. Cassiola keeps it. Not much, but I think he got the first down.
17, Dante Casacola, the ball carrier for Randolph-Macon.
Gain out to the 41. That will move the chains. We gain a 2.
Made by number 2, Oscar Whiteley for Bridgewater.
Whiteley with the stop. First and 10 at the 41.
First down, Randolph-Macon.
Macon with 2 backs in the backfield with Cassiola. Handoff coming near side. Good penetration by the Eagles.
Number 20, Mitchell Johnson, the ball
Johnson
carrier for
dropped.
Randolph-Macon.
That'll be for a loss.
Stop made by number 1, Elijah Choi for Bridgewater. It's a loss of 2 in the play.
Actually, the ball moved back to the 39, so it's going to be 2nd and 12. Eagles got good penetration that time, got into the backfield, and didn't give Johnson a cutback lane, gave him nowhere to go. And
that's kind of what happens. They've been running up the gut so long, that lateral space just isn't really open.
Cassiola takes a snap, fakes the handoff. Screen this side. Whiteley right there. Good defense. That could have been a big play, but Whiteley made a nice open field tackle, held on until his teammates came to help him. Only gained about 3 yards there, so it's going to be 3rd down and 9.
Gain of about 3 on the play. It'll bring up a 3rd down for Randolph-Macon. 3rd down and 9 from the 42-yard line.
Yeah, this is the kind of play in the first half. They'd get 10, so you're just hoping for any kind of – keep any gain to a minimum, and you might be able to turn this thing around.
Cassiola in the gun. Looks downfield. Has time. Pass incomplete. Good coverage there, no flags. And the Eagles defense playing pretty well right now. That's 3 series in a row where they've been able to get stops, twice by turnovers, and going to force a punt here.
Yeah, I mean, so far in this game, defense has looked solid.
4th down and 9 at the 42-yard line.
You can't blame any. I mean, they've given up 17, but they've been a hard 17 that's been full, 3-down drives every time, and so it's been a good game for this defense.
Well, rugby punt. Good punt. High, deep, fair catch called. He lets it go. Now the Eagles are going to be.
Ball down at the 6-yard line. That's where the first down, Bridgewater.
This is just the way Macon likes to play football. They like to pound it. They like to run their ball control offense, and they play field position. And now they've gained the edge in field position this quarter with that deep punt. Bateman hands off to the near side. Nothing there. Nice tackle, too, on
Number 32, Wyatt Jervis.
Jervis with the carry. He had nowhere to go, tried to go wide.
Out by number 2, Quentin Mankin for Randolph.
Dropped for a 2-yard loss.
Loss of 2 in the play. It'll bring up a second down and 12 for Bridgewater from the 4-yard line.
The Eagles got to find a way to get it out of the shadow of the goal line here and give their punter some room and hopefully pick up a first down or two so they maybe can switch field position. Bateman in the end zone looking to pass. Tucks it, now throws. Did he catch it? Pass called incomplete. Ball hit the turf.
Number 5, Ian Brown.
Ian Brown couldn't get his hands underneath it. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 12 from the 4.
3rd down and 12 from the 4-yard line.
Obviously, you'd like to get 12 yards here, but the thing you can't do here is turn it over. You don't want to throw a pick here. Mass substitutions for the Yellow Jackets. Play clock down to 10. Eagles should be able to get it off, but now it's down to 5. Bateman in the gun, in the end zone. Pass, that ball's tipped, still in the air and intercepted. Just what we said you couldn't afford to happen there, just happened. That ball was tipped twice. Kinlock with the interception inside the Eagles' 10. Anytime the ball gets deflected in the secondary like that, usually bad things happen.
And Randolph-Macon takes over. First down and goal.
First and goal from the 9-yard line. So the Macon offense now in business at the 9. First and goal. Cassiola takes a snap. Keeps it.
Number 17, Dante Cascola, the ball carrier for Randolph-Macon.
Good game by the Randolph-Macon quarterback down inside the 5-yard line. Spotted at the inside the 4. Gain of 5 or 6 there. Second and goal.
Gain of 5 with a play. It'll be second down and goal for Randolph-Macon from the 4-yard line.
Snap to Cassiola. He keeps it again. Nowhere to go this time. He's dropped immediately.
Number 17, Dante Cascola, the ball carrier for Randolph-Macon.
Might have gained a half yard. Well, I don't think he gained anything.
Andrew Brown makes the stop for Bridgewater. No gain on the play.
Third and goal.
Third down and goal for the Yellow Jackets from the 4-yard line.
And the Eagles, one of the Bridgewater players now down on the field, went down late. Might be a cramp situation. Surprise, as hot as it is today, we'll probably see more of that as the game goes on here this afternoon. It's hot in the press box, and you can probably add about 15 degrees down on that artificial turf.
Yeah, it's certainly a hot one today.
Officials timeout for an injured player. The ball was ready for play prior to the injured player. Bridgewater will be charged a timeout. Their first charged time at the half.
So the Eagles get charged a timeout. The ball was ready for play when the player went down. And it was a cramp. He's up. Can't see his number yet. On his feet, limping off the field. He'll probably be just fine. Both teams heading back to the field now as we'll resume play with the ball on the 4-yard line, 3rd down and goal.
You know, with how the situation came about, you know, getting 3 isn't really the worst thing here, but it's been kind of like that the whole game. You keep saying, well, this isn't the worst thing, and now it's turning into something you can't really overcome.
Cassiola takes a snap. Keeps it. He's not going to get there. He might have gained a couple. Faked the handoff to Johnson. Kept it off the left side. And I believe the Eagles are going to get out of here with a field goal attempt, and that's a win for the defense. You give the team the ball 9 and you hold them to a field goal, you got to feel good about that. Bit of short, basically a PAT attempt here from 20 yards out. Snap's good, kicks up, and the kick's good.
20-yard field goal by number 84, Trevor Luther.
So with 6:10 left
6:10 to go in the third quarter.
in the third quarter, it's Randolph-Macon 20, Bridgewater 3.
Bridgewater 3.
I wouldn't say time's a factor yet, but it's going to be soon if you can't put some points on the board. So every drive seems like it's important for the Eagles, but just got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone once and give your defense a chance.
Right, I mean, it just seemed like defense has kept them in this game. If the defense wasn't out there playing as well as it is, this game might be a lot more nasty than it is right now.
The last 4 series, the defense has been stellar. They've given up a field goal. They forced 2 turnovers, forced a punt. So the last 4 series, Macon was given 3 points on the turnover there. Basically, the defense has played shutout football pretty much for 4 series now. And other than the one busted play by Johnson, they've controlled the running game pretty well. This is where you'd like to get a big play from your special teams. They get a big return.
Right, it's like we talked about. It seems like, you know, we mentioned that the Eagles hadn't had as much success running. And this is where you need some kind of big play of your own to just kind of feel like you're throwing equal punches.
Yeah. Break something for a big return here. That kick's going into the end zone, so that's not going to happen. It goes out of the end zone. Good strong leg there. So the Eagles will have it on their 25, 1st and 10. Eagles huddled up here on the near sideline. Macon's defense already on the field. Might be a good time for the Eagles again to try to play with a little tempo. It worked a little bit there in the first half. The one drive they showed it, they were able to move it a little bit. You're down 17 points, maybe pick up the pace a little bit and hit a big play, and you're down 10 with the rest of the game to go. You're still in it. So. But somebody needs to step up and make a play. That's what it comes down to at this point. Some other scores in the ODAC. High scoring game between Averett and Gallaudet. Gallaudet on top 33-30. Hampton-Sydney 42-7 over Shenandoah. Again at 3:30, JMU and Liberty game today. And Virginia Tech 38-6 over Wofford as expected. Some fans might not be aware yet, but Gallaudet is a member of the ODAC now for football. So they'll be coming here later this year to play the Eagles.
Right, I mean, we've seen a little bit of conference mix-up with Barham leaving to go D2. It's been interesting to see the progression of the ODAC, especially just, you know, even in the 4 years that I've been here, just how teams have come and gone.
So the Eagles go to work from their own 25. Bateman fakes the handoff, rolls right, got a man open far side. Missed him. Had him open, just missed him on the sideline. Brown, the intended receiver. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Eagles from the 25-yard line.
Eagles with some substitutions at the receiver positions here for 2nd and 10. Quick screen out here, wide receiver screen. First tackler misses.
Pass complete to number 15, Ian England.
Pass complete to number 15 for the Eagles, Ian England. Gives him a chance, a short yardage situation here on 3rd down. He gained about 7 yards.
Funny enough, Ian England went to Franklin County High School, which is where I'm from. So, nice little connection there.
Okay. Franklin County, are they the Eagles?
Yeah.
I know a little bit about state football. Don't know much about Franklin County, but 3rd and 3. Bateman checks at the sidelines. Takes a snap. Quick pitch, far side. That's going to be a 1st down. Good gain for the Eagles. Nelson with the carry there. Picked up about
38-yard line where it's
4 or 5 yards.
down,
Moved the chains out to the Eagles 38. So Eagles move the chains and see if they can sustain this drive. That's a nice looking play there. A little quick pitch. A lot of movement to the near side. Ran the play to the far side. Bateman rolls toward the near side. Got a receiver coming across with him. Short gain there.
Number 8, Aiden Atwood.
Atwood with that catch. A little drag route across the middle. Gained about 5 yards.
Gained about 5 on the play. Moves the ball out to the 43-yard line. 2nd down and 5 for Bridgewater.
Ball on the Bridgewater 43, 2nd and 5. 4:15 left in the 3rd quarter. Bateman keeps it. A little RPO there. Decided to keep it. Picked up a couple.
Stop made by number 27, Daniel Elazic for Randolph-Macon.
Ball placed on the Bridgewater 45. Makes it 3rd and 3. And at this point in the game, if you don't make it here, you got to think about going for it. Again, as long as you don't lose 8 or 10 yards or something on a sack. But if it's 4th and 2 or 3, I think you'd have to think about trying to make the 1st down. Bateman looks down the middle of the field. Nowhere to go, under pressure. Throws it into traffic, almost intercepted, but knocked down, intended for Brown. Let's see if they go for it. Nope, they're going to punt it away, 4th and 3. I guess Coach Lim thinks, okay, we're on our own side of the field. Our defense is playing well. We forced a couple turnovers. We'll give them another chance for the defense to make a play. Or could be a good place for a fake. Who knows? Grief the punter. It's almost offside. Coach Lim wanted that flag. Didn't get it. High punt, deep. Lets it go, and it bounces into the end zone for the touchback. A 55-yard punt.
55 yards in the end zone for a touchback.
That's about 35.
Take over 1st down from its own 25-yard line.
Excuse me, that's 30. I'm not very good at math. I was right. It's on the 20. Spotted on the far hash mark at the 20.
From the 20-yard line.
Yellow Jackets, this is the type of drive they would like to salt the game away. A nice long 80-yard drive, run 6 or 7 minutes off the clock. That's what they're noted for. 1st down carry up the middle. Gain of 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4 for the Yellow Jackets.
Take it down 5. Randolph Macon from the 20-yard line, 25-yard line.
Wide receiver in motion to the far side. Handoff up the middle. I believe that's Johnson.
Number 32, Jacob Logan, the ball carrier for Randolph Macon.
Changed that. It was number
Number
32, Jacob Logan.
To make the stop for Bridgewater. 5-yard gain on the play. Ball out to the 30-yard line. First down, Yellow Jackets.
Gain of 5 to the 30. That will move the chains. 1st and 10. Cassiola, quick screen. Defended well. Picks up maybe a yard or two.
Grayson Ross.
Ross with the catch. It's like Amari Presley with the stop.
There to make a stop for Bridgewater. Gain of about 1 on the play.
They do pick up a yard. It's 2nd and 9. That play was well defended by the Bridgewater defense. Cassiola. I think he wanted the receiver to come in motion. They finally have to call timeout. He wanted the slot back there to come in motion, and he didn't know the play or didn't know he was supposed to, come across the formation. That forces Macon to call a timeout. Back to action here. Now we got the receiver in motion. Cassiola, play blown dead. Be a false start against Randolph-Macon. That'll back them up 5.
Illegal snap, 79 on the offense, 5 yards, replay second.
Penalty called on number 79, Turner Remind, offensive lineman. Referee said it was an illegal snap. 2nd and 14 from the 26.
From the 26-yard line.
Cassiola in the shotgun, fakes the handoff. Looking deep, got a receiver wide open across the middle. Big gain there for the Yellow Jackets. Grayson Ross. Running the crossing route deep in the secondary. Gain all the way to midfield. Picked up about 24. 1st and 10 at midfield.
Ball at midfield. First down, Randolph-Macon.
Steve, it's just like you said, the time is coming back to be a pest here for Bridgewater. It's tough to do anything when you only have the ball for 2 to 3 minutes at a time, and drives like these are eating up 8 to 9 minutes.
Handoff to number 32. He breaks it into the secondary.
Number 32, Jacob Logan, the ball carrier.
The ball moved down inside the Eagles' 40. That'd be a gain of about, well, they're going to place it on the 40, so that's a 10-yard gain, moves the chains. We'll have a timeout. Bridgewater player down on the field. I can't see his number, but it's the player who made the tackle.
A couple scores to pass along here. Late in the 4th quarter in the Air It's Cadet 39. Averett 30. First quarter, James Madison 3, Liberty 0.
JMU with an early 3-0 lead in the big game down at Liberty. Gallaudet late in the game leading Averett now, 39-30. That'd be a nice win for Gallaudet if they can pick it up, hold on there. Be interesting when they come to Bridgewater. One of their assistants was a assistant here for the Eagles, Stephon Healy, for a long time. And he's been at Gallaudet now for several years. Really good guy. Be a chance to see him again and catch up a little bit. Again, Gallaudet, a football member of the ODAC. This is their first year. So you'll be seeing him on the schedule for the foreseeable future.
It's first down, Randolph-Macon.
First and 10 at the Eagles 40. Play will resume after the injured player helped off the field for the Eagles. Randolph-Macon now. Oh, we haven't play clock hadn't started yet. Ball hasn't been put back in play. Well, it had been put back in play. The quarter runs out. So we got 15 minutes left. It's Randolph-Macon 20, Bridgewater 3. Let's take a short break and we'll be back in just a moment. Ready to go for the start of the fourth quarter. Randolph-Macon now first and 10 at the Eagles 40-yard line. Hand off to number 32, breaks a tackle. Ball comes loose.
Number 32, Jacob Logan, the ball carrier for Randolph-Macon.
Running back was able to get it back, but it was loose for a moment. Three yards on the play for Randolph-Macon.
A gain of about 3 on the play. It'll bring up second down and 7 for the Yellow Jackets from the 37-yard line.
Not sure whether he's hurt or just getting a break, but Johnson hasn't been out there now for a little while for the Yellow Jackets. Cassiola asks for the snap, takes it, quick throw to the near side. Let's see if they call that a catch and a fumble or call it incomplete.
Pass complete to number 9, Andrew Ryman.
It came out pretty quick, but I believe they're going to give him the catch. Where the official's coming to now, it looks like he's going to spot it at the original line of scrimmage, so they called it incomplete. It was one of those bang-bang plays. It looked like he had it and started to turn and got hit, and the ball did come out. They must have ruled he didn't have complete possession of it. Player down on the far sideline. I think that's a Bridgewater player. It's hard to tell from here. He's surrounded by training staff. Up and running off the field. Appears to be fine. Trying to pick his number up, but you can't see it on the front of his jersey. He's got his jersey pulled up. Number 7. That'd be Xavier Edelin. I believe he's the one that made the hit on the play as well. But he appeared to be fine. He just had the wind knocked out of him.
That play was another kind of continuation of what we talked about with the Eagles just doing a really good job on defense today, closing space and not really letting easy passes go for long.
Another chance to get off the field on 3rd down here, 3rd and 7. Aaron Nice with another big hit, ball loose. Ball still loose. I think Randolph-Macon fell on it, but Aaron Nice once again separated Cassiola from the football. Came on a late blitz that time and with a big hit. Ball all the way back to the Randolph-Macon 45. That's a loss of 15. Eagles had a chance to get the recovery there. Nice almost had it. Ball squirted loose again and Macon able to fall on it. I believe it was one of the offensive linemen came back and fell on it. But again, another big play by the Bridgewater defense. Punt is away. Not as deep this time. Carries a little bit. Fair catch right around the 20-yard line. Good hang time on that punt. Eagles will take over just inside the 20.
Caught by Bridgewater at the 19-yard line.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. Well, ball will be touching the 20-yard line.
First down, Eagles.
13:24 left, but got to do something soon. Eagles trailing 20-3. Bateman, quick throw, far side, catch made for a short gain.
Pass complete to number 2, Davian Griffith.
Griffith with the catch, picked up about maybe 5 yards.
Tackle made by number 16, Christian Daniel for Randolph-Macon.
Ball placed on the 25, 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 5 for Bridgewater from the 25-yard line.
Eagles break the huddle. 2nd and 5. Bateman back. Tucks it under pressure. Going to be dropped.
Number 9, J.C. Bateman, the ball carrier.
Sacked for about a 3-yard loss.
Stopped by a whole swarm of Yellow Jackets.
Loss is back to the 22. 3rd and 8 for the Eagles.
From the 22-yard line.
Bateman didn't have much chance on that one. The protection broke down pretty quickly, and 2 or 3 of the defensive linemen met at the quarterback. 3rd and 8. Bateman by himself in the backfield. Looks, tucks it in under pressure again. He's going to be sacked again.
Great. J.C. Bateman, the ball carrier for Bridgewater.
Again, 2 Yellow Jackets meeting. In the backfield, another loss, and the Eagles will have to punt it away. And that's what happens when the defense knows you have to put the ball in the air. They just kind of pin their ears back and get after the quarterback, and the Eagles' offensive line unable to hold up on those 2 snaps. Grief will have to punt it away.
From the 17-yard line, 4th down, 13. Number 19, Aiden Grief in punt formation.
Grief's done a good job today. Gets the punt away. This one fielded, fair caught at the 40-yard line of Randolph-Macon. That's where they'll start their next drive, 1st and 10 with 11:17 left in the game.
First down, 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
It's tough here for the defense, just having to be out on the field so much. I mean, they have done everything they can. They've started trying to get themselves off by, forcing the fumble and getting off the field, but they just have to keep coming right back on. It's tough to have any kind of defensive momentum when you're winded like this.
Handoff. Number 32 with the carry.
Number 24, Connor Chapman, the ball carrier.
24, excuse me. That's Cameron Chatmon. First time I believe we've called his name today. He's been the second back for the Yellow Jackets most of the year and has some pretty good numbers as well. He picked up 7 on that carry. Chapman again breaks into the secondary, picks up good yardage into Bridgewater territory. That'll move the chains. Ball at the 47 of the Eagles. That's even tougher for the defense when you're able to bring in a fresh back in the fourth quarter that's as talented as Chapman. He's got fresh legs, and you've been out there for 2.5, 3 hours now. Two backs in the backfield this time with Cassiola. Hand it off again, Chapman.
The 24, Cameron Chapman, the ball carrier for Randolph-Macon.
About a 5-yard gain. I believe Aaron Nice might have tripped him up there. 2nd and 5. I think the Eagles are going to see a steady diet of the running back from here on out. Hand off to Chapman. Runs over an Eagle. Falls forward for a couple yards. Whiteley on the stop. Stop short of the first down, 3rd and 1 now. Chapman laid a pretty big lick on Whiteley there. Met him in the hole and kind of ran over. Whiteley's been in on a lot of plays, though, today. He's done a good job. Made a lot of tackles. Hand off to Chapman. I don't think he got it.
Number 24.
That's Aaron Nice again with the stop. Kept him short of the yard to gain. It's going to be 4th down and still a yard to go. I believe we've got a timeout called. I'm not sure who. Oh, we got a player down. Another Bridgewater player. I believe it's another cramp probably.
And on the scoreboard updates, another final from the Airdac. Gallaudet defeated Avon 39-30.
That Gallaudet Avon scored now a final, 39-30 Gallaudet. Good win for the Bison.
The ACC, they're back underway at Clemson. 3rd quarter, Syracuse 27, Clemson 14.
Syracuse winning at Death Valley and Clemson 27-14. It's a tough year for Dabo and his boys so far. He keeps losing games. He could be the next head coach at Virginia Tech.
Coming up later tonight in Charlottesville at 7:30 will be Stanford taking on Virginia.
Clemson fans may be growing a little weary of. And he said in his press conference the other day, if they didn't want him around just to get rid of him, he'd go coach somewhere else. It wouldn't take him long to get another job. Big play here, 4th and 1. Randolph-Macon going to go for it. Let's see if they try to draw the Eagles off. Cassiola keeps it. I don't think he got it.
Number 17.
I believe that was Whiteley again, made the penetration. Wrapped him up around the ankles, dropped him just short of the first down, and the defense again with just another great series. Turned the ball over at the 38-yard line.
It's really tough because if you're looking at the whole scale of this game, you played half a football game. Your defense has come to play in the exact kind of fashion you need to against a good team like this Randolph-Macon team. It's just a shame your offense hasn't kept up with you.
Yeah, but they've given the offense every chance you could ask for to get back in the game. The wide open receiver here near side, that's Jervis.
Pass complete to number 32, Wyatt Jervis.
Jervis swinging out of the backfield, picked up about 11 yards. Eagles move the chains. Now they're going to play with some tempo.
First down, Bridgewater.
On the ball. Bateman calls the play. 1st and 10 from about the 49. Bateman looks to pass. Pressure, and he's going to get sacked again. That time, I think that sack's more on him. Initially, the protection's pretty good. Yeah, you move the chains, and now you're 2nd and 20. You moved the chains the wrong way.
That's a loss of 8 on the play.
Second and
Ball back
18.
to the 41-yard line. We're at second down and 18.
Tough spot for the offensive line because Randolph-Macon knows they're going to pass, but you've got to do your job. You know, you got to find a way to give him time to get rid of the football. That's 3 sacks, I believe, in the last 2 series. Bateman pass. Again, pressure. He's got room to escape far side. He's going to run it. He'll get about 6-7 yards.
Bateman, the ball carrier for Bridgewater. Out of bounds after a gain of 5. Moves the ball back to the 46.
Eagles were lucky there. I thought there was a hold on the far side as Bateman broke through, but offensive lineman, I think, got away with one there. A lot of subs coming in for the Eagles here on 3rd and about 13. Bateman across the middle, good gain.
Pass complete to number 17, Blake Forsyth.
Forsyth with the catch. Let's go make it about 4th and 5, but it puts you in a position you can at least go for it with a makeable situation. 4th and about 4, it looks like. The ball on Randolph-Macon 45. Got to get it just inside the 41 for the first down. Bateman, quick pass, caught, first down. That'll move the chains. Forsyth again. Nice route there, knew where the chains were, got it settled into the zone, and made a nice catch. 1st and 10 now, the ball is about the 38-yard line of Randolph-Macon. Bateman looks to the sideline for the play. Eagles on the ball quickly. Bateman looks to throw. Got plenty of time this time. Had a receiver, Owen just missed him. I believe that was Brown. That actually is number 8, Atwood. That's a throw there that should have been made. Bateman would like to have that one back. He had the receiver open for probably about a 7-8 yard gain.
It'll be second down 10, ball at the 38-yard line.
Eagles break the huddle. Bateman in the shotgun. Bateman looks to throw. Goes deep. He's got a man. Broken up at the last second.
Pass is incomplete.
I believe that was intended for
number 43,
Nelson's intended receiver. It was a pretty good throw by Bateman. Hung in the air a little bit. Gave the defender time to get there. Number 2 for Randolph-Macon made the hit.
Bring up 3rd down and 10.
Macon
From the 38-yard line.
able to break that up at the last second. It's now 3rd and 10. That was a good throw by Bateman. Got out of the pocket, kept his eyes downfield, made a nice throw. Pressure coming quick. That he had no chance.
Number 9, J.C. Bateman, the ball carrier for Bridgewater.
Number 0 on the blitz. Jeffrey Ekumpam came off the right edge, and Bateman had no chance on that play.
Loss of 7 on the play.
It'll be about 4th and
17
yards.
45-yard line.
At this stage of the game, under 6 minutes, you got to go for it. Offensive line's just got to give him a chance to make the throw. It's got to be a deep pattern, too. You guys got to get downfield 17 yards. Throwing deep. Brown off his fingertips. Incomplete. Randolph-Macon will get the ball. Not a bad throw. Took a good shot at it. Probably overthrown by about a yard. I think Brown got a hand on it maybe. But couldn't haul it in.
From the 45-yard line. And don't forget, we appreciate your interest in the Matfield tailgating area. There's Park there. We'll close 1 hour.
So Randolph-Macon takes over on their own 45. 5:16 left. Handoff in the backfield. Big play, broken for big yardage. That's Chapman.
Number 24, Cameron Chapman, the ball carrier for Randolph-Macon.
Picks up big yardage down to the Eagles, 34. Well, they move it back to the 36, about a 20-yard gain. 19 yards.
19 on the play. Ball moves down to the 36-yard line.
First and 10 on the
down for the
36.
Yellow Jackets.
The Eagles defense probably running on empty at about this point. Put up quite an effort today after falling behind early. They've given the team a chance to stay in the game. Offense just unable to put anything together. Chapman again.
Number 24, Cameron Chapman, the ball carrier for Randolph-Macon.
Not much this time.
Dump made by number 1, Elijah Troy for Bridgewater.
Choi in on the stop for the Eagles.
Gain of about 3 on the play.
Pick up a
Ball
3. It'll be
33-yard
2nd and
line.
7.
Second down 7 for Randolph-Macon.
Chapman again. Little stutter step in the backfield. Big gain.
Number 24, Cameron Chapman, the ball carrier for Randolph-Macon. Number 2, Oscar Whiteley makes the stop.
Whiteley and Ian Lane combined for the stop. Another first down to the 21-yard line.
21-yard line. First down, Randolph-Macon.
Under 4 to play now, down to about 3:30 and counting. Might be, is that me? Run up the middle. Chapman again. Good push by the offensive line. We've got a timeout on the field.
Fans, don't forget, if you are in the Mapgate tailgating area, we appreciate your support. And reminding you that area will close 1 hour prior to the conclusion of today's game. We ask that you please clean up your tailgating area before departing, and thanks in advance.
Not sure who called the timeout. I didn't see
Eagle
signal.
Golf Classic is slated for homecoming weekend on Friday, October 10th at Lakeview Golf Course. Please check out the poster in your game day program.
Regardless, it'll be 2nd and 5 when we come back to
For more
action.
information to sign up. Bridgewater Eagles are on the road next Saturday. They'll travel to Danville to take on the Cougars at Averett University. That's a 2 o'clock kick in Danville next Saturday afternoon. Eagles will return home on 3 weeks from today on October 11th. That'll be homecoming 2025. Please come back. The new conference foe, the Randolph Maroons, will be here. That'll be a 2 o'clock kickoff on Saturday, October 11th.
Both teams back out on the field now. Ball at the 16. 2nd and 5. .24 right up the middle, untouched for the touchdown. That's Chapman. That'll put the final touches on a big win for Macon.
Chapman carries the ball 16 yards.
3 minutes left.
Touchdown.
26-3 the score. Extra point pending. Kicks up, appears to be good. The score now 27-3 with 3 minutes remaining.
Extra point kick is good with 3:03 to go in the fourth quarter. Your score now, Randolph-Macon 27, Bridgewater 3.
Eagles will be back in action next week. They're on the road to Danville, Virginia. They'll play the Averett Cougars. I believe after that they have a bye week, and then they'll be back here to take on the new program, the Roanoke Maroons, in their first season. They've already won a couple games. They're playing some pretty good football. That'll bring a former Eagle coach back as well. Mike Giancola was the defensive coordinator here for a while. He's now the DC and the associate head coach for the Maroons. So I'm sure he'll have his team, his defense will be ready to play that game for sure.
Definitely be a good homecoming matchup here for the Eagles.
Yeah, of course, Roanoke head coach is Brian Steinspring. Spent a lot of years at Virginia Tech with Frank Beamer. Was at JMU for a little bit as an assistant. Was at Maryland a little bit as an assistant. Pretty good first hire for a startup program. And they've been working on it a couple years. I mean, they had played a little bit last year in some scrimmages. They've been recruiting, so they put a pretty decent product on the field their first year. Kickoff now in the air, goes far side. Nelson will call fair catch, and the Eagles will start the drive from their 25. That's one part of college football I'm not a big fan of. Fair catching the kickoff in the playing field. I think if it's on the 5-yard line, you catch it, you got to bring it back, man. So the Eagles with another opportunity to try to do something on offense here.
First down, Bridgewater from a 25-yard line.
1st and 10 on the 25. Bateman still the quarterback. 3 wide receivers our side of the field. Quick pass hits the running back out of the backfield.
Pass complete to number 1, Brendan Robinson.
Robinson makes that catch, gets out across the 30. Positive play on first down, picks up about 6.
13, Brandon Watson, and number 27.
Eagles go without a huddle.
Gain of 7 on the play, 2nd down 3.
Bateman has time initially, but then gets sacked.
Number 9, Jay Shear Bateman, the ball carrier for Bridgewater. Back in the backfield.
Looks like Tim Simish, number 33, got the sack. Third and 10 for the Eagles as we approach the 2-minute mark. Bateman tries to escape the pocket. He's going to be sacked again.
Number 9, Jay Shear Bateman, the ball carrier for Bridgewater.
Bateman took 1 sack in that first half, and I believe he's up to 6. It's just a tough situation when you have to pass so often and your offense falls so far behind.
Brandon Watson with that sack. And the Eagles' offensive line just hasn't held up, but they've been put in a tough spot when the defense knows you're going to throw it virtually every down. But there's been a few plays where Bateman had no chance to do anything. A couple of the sacks I think you could put on him for holding the football a little too long. But Macon defense, you hold a team to 3 points, no matter who you're playing. You've had a pretty good day on the defensive side of the football, but most defenses played well today. Bridgewater's defense held up for the most part. Macon's just been good all day long and made the plays when they've needed to. So 4th and about 13. Minute 58 to play. Looks like the Eagles are going to go for it deep in their own territory here. Got to get to the 35 for the first down. Bateman looks to throw. Here comes late pressure, blitz late, and he's going to be sacked again inside the 15. That was a late blitz, timed pretty good. And Eagles turn it over on downs. Randolph-Macon's football with a minute 52 left.
Turn the ball over on downs, it'll be first down for
Randolph-Macon's ball at just inside the 13-yard line. New quarterback in the game. Handed off to number 32. Big gain there inside the 5.
Gain down to the 3-yard line. First down and goal for the Yellow Jackets.
First and goal from the 3. looks like now Randolph-Macon going to take a knee or 2 or 3 and run the clock out. They'll have to snap it 2 more times, and that'll be the end of the game. It's going to end up 27-3. Randolph-Macon with their 26th consecutive ODAC victory. That's a pretty impressive streak. Letting the play clock run down. It's under 10 seconds now. They'll snap it probably with 2 or 3 seconds left on the clock. They take the knee, and that'll be the last snap of the game. They won't have to snap it again. And Randolph-Macon will leave Jobson Field with a 27-3 victory, and the Eagles will drop to 0-3 on the season. We'll take a short break. We'll come back and give you the post-game stats and hopefully have a few words with head coach Scott Lim about today's contest. Again, the final score, Macon 27, Bridgewater 3. We'll be back in just a moment.
Ball game and final scores right now Macon 27, Bridgewater 3. With the win, the Yellow Jackets improved to 2-1 overall, and Bridgewater falls to 0-3 overall. Fans, don't forget to check around your stands, pick up any personal belongings, any trash you can take, and drop in your receptacles on the way out of the stadium would be greatly appreciated. We appreciate your support of All Community Athletic Conference football, the Yellow Jackets of Randolph-Macon, and the Eagles of Bridgewater College. For those who are here for family weekend, we appreciate your support. Enjoy the rest of your time here. Have safe travels, everyone. We'll see you back here in 3 weeks on October 11th for homecoming 2025 as the Eagles will face Randolph College 2 o'clock kickoff. Good night, everyone. Have a great weekend.
test. Back at Bridgewater College, post-game stats. Again, the final score, Randolph-Macon 27, Bridgewater 3. Randolph-Macon finished with 195 yards on the ground on 44 carries. They had 136 yards passing. Cassiola was 16 for 21. 331 yards total offense. Yellow Jackets only punted twice, averaged 43 yards per punt. Macon held the ball for 35 minutes compared to 25 minutes for Bridgewater College. Third down many times to tell the tale of the game, and it helped today. Macon 6 of 11 on third down. Bridgewater 3 of 14 on third down plays. Individually, Randolph-Macon, Mitchell Johnson, 16 carries, 110 yards. Most of that damage done in the first quarter. Had a 65-yard touchdown run. Cameron Chapman picked up most of his yardage late. 10 carries, 77 yards. He had a 19-yard touchdown run. Cassiola 16 for 21, passed for a TD. Grayson Ross had 4 catches for 40 yards. He was the leading receiver. For Bridgewater, the rushing statistics are a little skewed. They had a couple big plays, big losses due to bad snaps. In the game with 26 net rushing yards. 150 yards passing. Bateman, 16 for 30. 150 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Bateman was sacked, I believe I heard him say 10 times in the game. A lot of those in the fourth quarter when the Eagles were forced into obvious passing situations. Ian Brown had 4 catches for 65 yards, had a long of 28 yards. Tate Leach had 3 catches for 26 yards. The Eagles punted 5 times. Aiden Gray averaged 42.2 yards per punt. Oscar Whiteley led the Eagles in tackles with 12. Aaron Nice had 5 tackles, 2 quarterback sacks, and both of those sacks he forced a fumble on. So another, not as many total tackles today for Aaron, but a couple big plays, forcing 2 turnovers, or forcing 1 turnover. Randolph-Macon was able to recover the 1 fumble. I believe Aaron now has 4 quarterback sacks on the season in 3 games. And I believe it's 8.5 tackles behind the line of scrimmage. So he continues to put up good numbers for the Eagles. Again, it's just one of those games where you're playing a team you don't want to fall behind early, and that's exactly what happened. Eagles fall behind. It's 17-3. But their defense at that point started playing really well, and actually they gave Bridgewater every chance to get back in the game. I think the turning point came late in the first half when Aaron Nice came on a blitz, sacked the quarterback deep in Randolph-Macon territory, forced a fumble. The Eagles recover inside the red zone, and then on the next play, the Eagles put it on the ground, and Randolph-Macon able to recover. If you score the touchdown there, punch it in, you make it a 1-score game at the half, and then who knows what happens the second half. But it wasn't to be, as Macon continues their stellar play against ODAC competition. 26 wins in a row against ODAC teams. They're right now, they're the class of the ODAC, have been for the last couple years, several years actually. It's going to take a good team to beat them this year in the ODAC, although watching them play today, I don't think they're quite as explosive offensively as they have been some years. They still have good running backs. Their quarterback makes good decisions. They have a nice short passing game. And you can't get behind them earlier. They're just going to pound you. And eventually that's going to take a toll on your defense. Again, the final score 27-3. We'll be back in a few moments. Hopefully have a word with Eagles head coach Scott Lim. You're listening to Bridgewater College football. Back at Bridgewater College with Eagles head coach Scott Lim. The Eagles come on the short end today, 27-3 against Randolph-Macon. And coach, I know coming in and playing a good team like Macon, the team, the way they play the game, you obviously don't want to fall behind early, and that kind of plays into their hands, and that's what happened today.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and you think of didn't get off to a great start in the first half. I mean, great drive there by the end on our offense, and I mean, right now our issues, they keep showing their ugly head, right? The drive. I mean, we get a field goal on it, but we have a drop, and we get a great gift and a great job by our units, and finally getting some turnovers, and the ball's on the ground, and we capitalized on those, and then we put the ball on the ground, and so. In big games, and we knew, the challenge that the start of this season was going to be. We knew that, hey, this was going to be a challenging start.
Again, talking about the end of the first half, Aaron Nice has the big hit on the quarterback. You get the ball inside the red zone. If you score there, it's a 17-10 game at the half. And as you said, you kind of self-inflict things there again. You put the ball right back on the ground for them and come away with nothing.
Yeah, I mean, and we had 2 timeouts. I mean, really, very advantageous situation, right? 2 timeouts, had, it was our ball, 40-something set, lots of time left, 2 timeouts. I mean, we were at least going to come away with a field goal right there. And obviously, you got, everybody got to see Augustine. That was, I mean, all the down times, right, and the tough times to a game, there's still cool moments. That was Augustine's first field goal in a college football game. And so earlier before that, and so you saw his leg, you saw his capability, and so, yeah, I mean, that became a difficult way to go into the half. Then they take the knee, and then, then we get a big stop to start the second half, and then, we come up a little bit empty again, and right now we gotta continue to work to finish.
Again, I said your defense played pretty well in the middle part of the game there. There was 4 or 5 series in a row. They forced 2 turnovers, stopped them on downs once, forced a punt. And gave your offense chances, gave them good field position a couple times. On offense, it looks like the negative plays are just too much for you to overcome right now.
Yeah, I mean, and they are. I mean, negative plays are too much to overcome, right?
Yeah.
That's why. And so, you look in the first half, we have the snap that goes over the head. Right. I mean, hey, we get a 4th and 1. Maybe that's me being gun shy after the last 2 weeks where we have a negative side 4th down and we don't get it. And so, early in the game, the way that the game was going, I thought our defense was playing pretty well. Really felt like that was a time to punt that ball rather than go for it. And then following that, I mean, you have and they got a great call. Their defensive end collisions us right as we're trying to mesh the football, and we end up dropping it. And then then we got so it goes from a 5-yard loss to a 10-yard loss. And I was looking at the first half stats at halftime, and Tommy Nelson had. It said 2 carries for negative 14 yards, and one of them was he recovered the first fumble, the snap over the head, and the second one, he recovered the second fumble too between him and Hove on the mesh. And so, honestly, I'm not sure where his why it wasn't where his 2-yard gain came from, and so just a tough first half. Obviously, then turnovers and right now our turnovers have just been inopportune. I mean J.C. Bateman's as fine of any quarterback as there is in the league, and tipped ball, and it's like, I mean, that ball was up forever there in the third quarter, and then what a great job by our defense to take the stand and force a three, and and our guys are just battling in that situation just to get the ball down, and I mean, I was pretty close to it, and it just seemed like the ball hung in the air forever. So, we've got some things on offense that we just got. I mean, we're just shooting ourselves in the foot right now.
Talk about the running game. It's been a problem. I mean, you play good defenses, especially Susquehanna. Had a little, yards per carry aren't very good. The stats today are a little misleading because of those bad snaps and a couple plays in the backfield. But I thought at times you ran the football pretty well today and had some good positive yardage on first down, able to pick up 3, 4, 5 yards.
Yeah, I mean, and really committed to it. I mean, especially in the first half, we were just about balanced. Take away, a couple throws trying to push the ball down the field. And then the third quarter still stayed committed to it, but and then obviously as we got to the fourth, it became about chunk plays, getting the ball from underneath and not being in a situation where you just couldn't run the ball. So I think those are always things that we look at, and this is a team that they're going to bounce back. I mean, and that's the message I told our team. It becomes. It's tough to look at a group and go, I know this is 3 weeks in a row, and I probably sound like a broken record, and all different things. We got to this point in all different ways, and we didn't get the end result that we want. But, when you don't, you've got to be able to stand there in the middle and take it and understand that there's lots of work to be done, and in our side there's time, right? There's time on our side. So, we'll wear this one tonight, and then look at the film for Averett tomorrow. And how can we get this team better?
Going forward, sometimes you got to be a psychologist as well as a coach. Like you say, you're 0-3, but still a lot of season left, and a lot of goals can still be accomplished if you start eliminating a play here and there and keep your nose to the grindstone and keep working.
Yeah, and I mean, I think obviously everybody has long-term goals in the conference, but hey, our goal's got to be about Monday, right? Can we have the greatest Monday that we can have? And so, that starts at 6:30, and what type of meeting we have. That starts then, what kind of student are we? How do we respond in class? And because I think the challenge is you can get to a point to where, hey, the defense did play really well in a lot of moments, right? I mean, gosh, outside of 2 A-gap runs, we really held them pretty well. And so, you look and you go. There's a lot of defense. Oh, great job, and then it's like, hey, offense, pretty anemic, right? Not being able to finish 3 points on the board, and just have not put up a lot of points so far this year. And so, what can happen is we start to divide and start to blame and complain and divide, and we don't have a team that's like that. So that's the good part. We've got a bunch of leaders that you can look around and understand and are mature and while it's not what they want, right, and they're not where they want to be, they're also still in a good position to succeed. So you're right about goals right there.
I guess lastly, on the road next week to play an Averett team, it's sort of in the same situation, looking to win a football game, and anytime you go on the road, you have to play well, and it'll be another challenge for your team next week to be ready to play and take care of some business.
Yeah, and it turns out, it's not an easy trip down to Danville. Great atmosphere, and we'll look at how they did today. I know we already have their film from this past week, but just really two teams that are looking to see, okay, are we who we thought we are, and we need to be able to confirm that for ourselves next week.
Well, good luck to you next week on the road. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Eagles.
Coach Scott Lim of the Bridgewater College Eagles. That'll wrap it up for today. Again, the final score, Randolph-Macon 27, Bridgewater 3. Thanks for tuning in, and so long, everyone.